Back in what's new in Unity 6, we're on to Shader Graph. They added a new set of production-ready sample content shaders to the Shader Graph package. They added a disable color tint option to the graph settings for the Canvas URP and HDRP material types, and for the Sprite Unlit, Sprite Lit, and Sprite Custom Lit URP material types. Use this option to prevent Shader Graph tinting the sprite with the color property of the sprite. Updated the property parameters. Reordered the UI to display name, reference, and precision first. Renamed shader declaration to scope. Changed exposed to show in inspector, and removed override property declaration. They updated the keyword parameters. They renamed exposed to generate material property and changed scope to is overridable. They added a new sample content pack that can be installed with the package manager. The samples contain descriptions, examples, and breakdowns for a majority of the nodes in Shader Graph. These samples help you understand the inner workings of the nodes and see examples of how they work and how to use them. They added new shortcuts for adding new nodes and toggling sub-window visibility, and moved several existing shortcuts to the shortcut manager. They added a zoom step option in the user preferences. They added a customizable heat map color mode, which by default displays the estimated performance impact of each node in a shader graph. Added a feature examples sample to Shader Graph to show users how to achieve specific effects in Shader Graph. Added UGUI support for Shader Graph. Shader Graph now has subtargets for Canvas in both URP and HDRP. UI artists can create custom shaders for their UI elements using Shader Graph. Define the overall look and style of UI elements, create animated UI effects, and define custom button states while using less texture memory. And they enabled Shader Graph Canvas Master Node to allow users to create UI shaders for Canvas in HDRP, URP, and built-in. And finally, the variant keyword pre-filtering introduces the early exclusion of multi-compile keywords. Based on pre-filtering attributes driven by render pipeline settings, this greatly reduces the amount of variants being enumerated for potential stripping and compilation. The result is a significant reduction in shader processing time. And that was all the changes in Unity 6 for Shader Graph.